How y'all doing out there, YouTube? It's your boy Snake815, and I'm back with another video. Y'all new to this channel, man, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, comment, get notified when I drop these videos, man. This is my reaction to, oh yeah, shout out to Culture Spiel too for the video. I appreciate it. Y'all go check it out. I'll be reacting to a lot of their videos, man. But yeah, I want to know y'all opinion, how y'all feel about the P. Diddy and Day 26 situation. I said from the start, and I'm going to keep saying this, I've never been a P. Diddy fan, and yeah, he robbed them. I really believe that. He robbed a lot of his artists out of money and talent. You know, Day 26, I remember growing up listening to them, but I want to know how y'all feel about that situation about Day 26 saying some of the stuff they saying and some of them being quiet, you know. But not only Day 26, he robbed a lot of his artists, man, from talent, man. That's all I can say. Diddy is phony. I want y'all to hit the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this Diddy situation.
Nothing after you go through the strenuous process that we went through to get to where we at, it builds a bond already naturally, regardless, because of what we went through. We finished that together.
Baby, I don't deny that Day 26 went through a lot together. But when they say they went through a lot together, are they referring to the allegation that Diddy also ran through them?
If I can change it, I probably want to audition for making the band.
Wait, was part of the reason why the band disbanded because Diddy was not only trying to hook up with them, but also pimping them out?
When you sign up, you know, entertainment is. So certain people, you know, get their money differently.
So for y'all who recall, Day 26 was formed in August 2007 by Diddy in a hand-picked selection at the end of MTV's Making the Band 4. And the group consisted of Robert Curry, Brian Angel, Willie Taylor, Cornell Mosley, and Michael McClooney. The group released their first album, Day 26, in 2008, and the album went on to debut at #1 on the Billboard charts. Subsequent seasons of Making the Band 4 featured the group on tour and making their second album, Forever in a Day, which also topped the Billboard charts. I mean, they were doing pretty well during their glory days, but just like several other artists who worked with Diddy, Day 26 was hit by the bad boy curse. Or did they just get tired of being forced to do things with Diddy? Honey, this is what we are going to be figuring out in this video. Now, in December 2009, after what was formerly blamed on differences with their new management team, especially their manager Screwface, Q parted ways with the group. Q has actually made several videos talking about the split, and on his Ustream, he read an excerpt from the letter he received saying that he was dropped from the group, and it read, "Dear Cornell, I have been instructed by the members of Day 26, copied here, to formally advise you that the group members no longer desire to work with you. The members request that no longer you nor any of our representatives be contacted on behalf or concerning Day 26. You may have your attorneys, also copied here, direct any inquiries to my attention. Brian, Willie, Robert, and Michael wish you the best in your future endeavors." But a lot of people still believe that Q was about to expose something about what was really going on behind the scenes, and that's why he was kicked out of the group. There's actually that particular interview where he said that if he would change anything about his experience, he would not have auditioned for Making the Band.
If I can change it, I probably want to audition for making the band.
Baby, if you watch the interview, you will clearly see that Q was sending subliminal messages. But what happened is that the other dudes tried to laugh it off to throw it off. But if you read between the lines, he was definitely putting us on and trying to say that for anyone to progress in Bad Boy, they either had to hook up with Diddy or be pinned out to someone else in the industry.
Certain people sign up to get, certain people, if you gotta keep it real, certain people sign up to do the job of paying their rent that way. You know, I didn't sign up for that. I felt like my talent was enough.
Well, some people say that if you look carefully at the video where Q was talking about how he would have never auditioned, Willie looked frozen when Q was speaking. In fact, he went from laughing to looking kind of nervous. And if you listen carefully, you can hear him saying, "Oh God," in a low voice. Maybe that's why he was the first to speak when Q finished. And he was responding because his conscience was on fire. But Q, baby, Q was definitely spilling some hard facts about what was really happening.
It's insane not putting anyone's business out because, you know, what you do in your personal bed is whatever you do. But as far as me, when I go to an appearance, I want to get paid for that appearance.
Well, years later, Willie also opened up a bit about how the situation was at Bad Boy. And while he never mentioned anything about being pimped, Willie Taylor accused Diddy's Making the Band of setting up artists for failure. He said Making the Band was an experience for sure, but the platform and contracts were all set up for the failure of hungry talents. Learning experience. You gotta understand that people will do to you whatever you allow them. So don't let your passion drive you to the wrong destination. Hashtag MTB4 Day 26 / Danny D. Kane are talented groups, but the situation in which we met was designed to fail. Speaking of Willie, after Diddy's houses were raided after his lawsuits, he also said that Diddy did rob them and they want their money back.
Hell yeah, he robbed us. And we want to... God damn it, no.
Another person who's talked about the relationship of it is Brian, and this was when Diddy threw his Bad Boy reunion concert in 2016, and Day 26 were not even invited, even though the group was pretty significant. At the time, Brian Angel took to Twitter and went on a rant about not understanding why they were not invited. He wrote, "With all due respect, I'm trying to figure out at I Am Diddy, how can you have a Bad Boy reunion and me and bros at Day 26 aren't a part of it, bro? My passion for music and our fans puts me in some crazy situations at times, but I gotta speak up at I Am Diddy. At official Day 26, at Day 26 wanna know. I'm not the one to sit and let this opportunity pass and say nothing at I Am Diddy. I just wanna know, bro. Please let me know if I'm out of line for asking again, but why is it that at Day 26 official, not on the Bad Boy tour at I Am Diddy? Our fans wanna know." You know, Brian actually talked about his tweets in an interview where he doubled down, saying he still didn't understand why the group was left out of the reunion.
Like I was salty, so I had to unfollow him at one point. So then, I followed him back and I couldn't DM him. So I was like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna just send him a message. Innocent. Like, bro, how can you have a Bad Boy reunion, Day 26 not be a part of it?
Baby, other than Q, the rest of them may refuse to talk about what they actually went through. But if there's one thing they've made clear, it's that things really did happen at Making the Band and the record label Bad Boy. And it's not just Day 26 who have complained about what happened from Making the Band. Someone else from this show who has talked about hating Diddy is Freddy P from the band.
I keep telling people, my hate for this man is deep. Like, we can't even, like, how much to get paid from MTV and all these. We can't even, a lot of checks have been blocked for years, man. He took out our mouth for selfish reasons. And only reason is because he knows if the public, with the day's climate of how things going, if the public would have seen how he done us, then they would have, it was cancel culture.
Freddy P also posted a candid Instagram video and accused Diddy of being the reason why he hates life. First of all, Freddie captioned the post, "God knows, if I was at Diddy, I would have done way more for these kids. Any real ninja would have. You start out just chasing a dream, then it quickly gets snatched away. Made me never want to rap. God gonna have the last laugh. My talent was given to me to touch hearts and homes, and it was silenced. You silenced God's plan. Everyone who ever took part will depart horribly from earth." Then in the video, Freddie said, among other things, "I don't even know how I started thinking like that. I done had it all and I fell to the bottom. How do you come back from that when you battling a giant? It ain't got nothing to do with your skill no more, because your skill is 90% better than any guy that's out there right now, and the world knows it, but it ain't your skills. The world is built on relationships." Freddie also said that he had contemplated unaliving himself at least 3 times because of what he went through, and pictured his brother finding him lifeless and leaving his kids. Well, after Freddie said that Diddy was the reason why he hated life, Diddy actually headed to his Instagram story and basically told him that he should stop whining and hustle harder. Child, with everything that has been said about Diddy as of late, best believe that Freddy P is back, and he's been spilling more on how Diddy treated his artists. That aside, what I want is confirmation from the other members of Day 26 about if they were pimped out or not, and the real reason why Q was kicked out of the group. From other interviews, you can also tell that Day 26 tried to say that they had no issues with Diddy, and that they were grateful for the platform he gave them. And I don't know if they're still being forced or paid to say nice things, but you know what? I'm also dying to know your thoughts on if you believe Day 26 was being forced to hook up with Diddy and others in the industry. Drop those thoughts in the comments section below.